Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is my channel, Romance Tarot Witch. My name is Erin and I am here to help people who feel a little lost in their love life specifically, but I also do general readings as well. This particular pick a card reading is why they went silent on you, why this person ghosted you, what happened, what is going on with the person that you are dealing with, and just giving you the 411. We have 3 groups here. Group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. You can take a few minutes, get some coffee, get some tea, get some water, get really cozy and comfy, as I'm going to give you the 411 on what is going on with this person and like why do they go silent on you. Because I can tell you from experience, when I don't know why someone is treating me weird, it just makes me crazy and it makes me just feel like crap. And so I want to get to the bottom of it for you, give you a little intuitive understanding of what might be going on. So take a few minutes to meditate on which group really feels like that's the one for you, and then go to the timestamps and we can go from there. I'll see you. Okay, group number 1, if you picked group number 1, the first card we have here is the Snow Leopard, which talks about self-reliance, and this is talking about the person you're dealing with. And then we also have the 9 of Pentacle dice. And let's kind of get into what this means just off of first impression of why this person might have went silent on you, what kind of person they are, and all that good stuff. First of all, one of the biggest things that I want to say about this person is that they are incredibly self-reliant and focused on securing the bag and securing their money. That came up as a big thing for me. So one of the first things I want to say about why this person may have went silent on you is the fact that this person might have just been overworked. They could be a workaholic. They can be someone who is constantly having multiple jobs to a point where they put their job over other people. And this isn't to say that they are a bad person or a good person. I'm an incredibly neutral reader, but this person is just very focused on their finances and getting their money together because they have a particular lifestyle. That's what I always think about when I think about the 9 of Pentacles, is the lifestyle of having, you know, luxury and being able to actually, you know, have the things that you desire easily. And that's just super important to this person. I also think about the Snow Leopard card. This is always someone who is actually pretty solitary, because cats are usually solitary creatures who don't really spend a lot of time with other cats, and especially snow leopards. I think about somebody who really feels like they are kind of invisible to other people. And I also see someone who, it's like they've had so many people in their life that just hasn't been reliable, that they feel like they have to do everything themselves. They just feel like they can't trust the people around them to treat them with integrity and with kindness and to be understanding. So they're the kind of person who almost cuts people off before they get a chance to cut them off. They will walk away just to avoid the pain of having to deal with somebody else walking away from them. And in this case, which of course we're going to pull out more cards to see what else is going on, but I think this person may have gotten the feeling at some point that you maybe wanted something from them, or that they were really afraid that you were going to be unreliable and they weren't able to depend on you. Or they could have even been embarrassed by needing some kind of financial help, and instead of asking for help, they got really nervous and just started fixing the problem themselves. But of course that ate up a lot of their time, so they just don't have the same amount of time to hang out with people the way that they used to. So I don't think this person has bad intentions, but we will definitely see. I'm going to go ahead and pull out some tarot cards and get a little bit more of a description about what's going on with this person. And yeah, let's see what's going on. But my first impression is that this person isn't a bad person, or really that they are doing anything malicious towards you. Ooh. Okay, I want to start out by saying that every single card in this reading has been reversed so far, which communicates to me that whatever this person is going through, it is obviously incredibly difficult and very intense, and they're kind of going through a hard time. I'm going to start with this card, okay? So this is going to be the Two of Cups in reverse. This person has an extreme fear of codependency, leaning on others, and asking people for help. They truly feel like asking other people for help is like admitting weakness, and it's almost like a prideful thing. And I even want to say that because I even have a card here that says pride before a fall, which is this is the Six of Wands in reverse, which is usually about a victory that other people can see, but when reverse, it's about, you know, ruining your own victory due to pride, or a silent victory, or just not getting the recognition that you deserve. I feel like this person, a lot of times in their life, they were just not treated right, and I don't think they would be able to recognize a good thing if it smacked them in the face, if it was right in front of them. I just don't see them being able to recognize it as a good thing. And they're terrified of codependency, and they might be afraid that you are going to latch onto them, and then either you're going to try to help them, and they might end up being a burden to you, and that's like their worst fear. We also have this card, which is the Knight of Coins in reverse, and this card in reverse is about having a lack of direction, a lack of purpose, feeling like you're stifled in your life and like there's no momentum, because coins always represents earth, and earth moves very slowly. And in reverse, this even says that this person is moving way slower than they thought they were going to be moving, and because of that, they feel like they're falling behind everybody else. I see this person as someone who really feels like everybody is judging them, everyone is kind of out to get them. They're almost like people pleasy in some ways, and instead of really having a real conversation about things that might be happening and things that might be wrong, they may be someone who kind of slowly backs away from a situation instead of actually having a real mature conversation about what's going on. And this person just doesn't feel like they have their shit together, to be honest. They just don't feel like they have their things in line. They feel like they are just lagging behind. And so we also have this card, which is the Four of Coins, and this card in reverse, the Four of Coins upright, is very much about material gain and making sure you have like money, but sometimes in a selfish way. In reverse, I always think about this card as being someone who is willing to give help but isn't willing to receive help. You know, maybe other people have offered to help this person with what they're going through, and they've decided to self-isolate instead of actually receiving help from other people because of embarrassment. Even if they used to have a lot of money and now they don't have as much money, they think that their friends and family and their loved ones are going to judge them for that. Even if you aren't, I have to say, group number one, this person is just very much in their own head and their own perceptions, that even if you did go up to them and tell them, hey, that's not how I feel, I actually care about you and I want to be with you, I want to help you, they wouldn't believe you, because the way that they see themselves is like this person who is just a burden to other people, and this is their own trauma and their own healing that needs to be done and has nothing to do with you, but that's just how they view themselves. And because they view themselves that way, it's almost like they will not allow you to get any closer to them, and they will not allow you to really have a deep connection with them, because they're always afraid that anytime they go deep with another person, that it means there's going to be some kind of issue in the future, or that they're going to end up a burden, or they're going to end up codependent on another person. So a big thing in this reading is that your person just feels like they are kind of a burden to the people around them. I'm going to pull out a few more cards to get some more information. Give it a cleanse in the smoke. Got some incense running in the background. I don't think you can see it here, but it's definitely there. Okay. Yeah, this makes total sense to me. Okay, so we have the insatiable female. So your person could be a woman or someone who's just very feminine in the way that they act. So if this is like a friend of yours or a romantic interest, this person is never, it doesn't seem like they're ever satisfied with their life. It's like they have one goal, they always have to go to the next, and they just don't feel like they're living the life that they want. And then we have this chaos card, which means like I was saying before, with all of these cards being reversed, I feel like their life is kind of in shambles right now. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like in a lot of ways they are not enjoying life right now. They're chasing this dream of having money, of having it all, of even maybe even some kind of job or something like that, and it's just really like creating a lot of chaos and a lot of not positive things in their life, and they just don't feel satisfied. I feel like this person is never satisfied with what they have. There's always like that one bit more that they could get, and if they don't get that, it's almost like everything that they've ever achieved just doesn't really matter anymore. And it's honestly, I kind of feel bad for this person. Like, I feel like, and another thing is we have the abuse card, which to me, it's like, this seems like this is coming from this person's upbringing and the people they surround themselves with. Maybe they surround themselves with very materialistic people. Maybe their parents are like that, and they have been abused in the past. And treated really, really poorly. And because of that, it's almost like they're not reaching out to you or having a real conversation with you because they just don't have the tools to be able to communicate how they're feeling and why they're doing the things they're doing. So they're just retreating and essentially running away. And you can't win them all, and this doesn't mean that all of a sudden, the things that this person did to you doesn't matter, and it's not hurtful, because I just think that ghosting someone in any kind of way is a very hurtful thing to do, no matter what. I just also feel like this person really just doesn't have access to the tools to communicate how they're feeling in a healthy way. And in a lot of ways, this is kind of protection for you. Not like this person's intentions is to protect you, but rather that spirit would rather you remove someone that's not a very healthy person out of your life, rather than to have them have access to your energy and you trying to help them all the time, because it's just like they're going to be a drain on your life, on your energy, and they're going to just be a drain to you. And because of that, I just think Spirit's kind of removing this person slowly but surely out of your life. And maybe they can come back at a different point when they're in a healthier place, and while things are not so ego-centered for them and materialistic for them, so they can build a really solid and wonderful connection. For some people, I also feel like this might be talking about a man who is in a relationship with a woman who will never be satisfied, or dealing with a feminine energy that doesn't seem to ever be satisfied, like maybe having to pay child support to someone who's actually not at great of a person, or dealing with an overbearing mother or a sibling, or dealing with just like a relationship that doesn't make this person happy at all, but they feel like they're stuck and they feel like they can't get out of it. That might not be every single person's reading, but for a very specific group that is within this group number one, I feel like that might be your experience as well. I'm gonna see how this person feels about you and feels towards you, and get a little bit of an understanding of what is going on with that. Okay, we have desire. Whoa. Guys, oh my god, reading is getting a little spicy. Okay, so what's interesting about this is that specifically for that group where I was talking about them being in a relationship with another person, I feel like this person has a really intense lust for you. We have seductive and desire. Like this person is like kind of low-key obsessed with you, and they are bored in their relationship and bored with the things that are going on in their life. And I think this is kind of a part of the problem. Like this person might be in a relationship with someone else, and that person might be incredibly materialistic and kind of forcing that person to continue to chase the bag, to get money, to continue to work and work and work. And it's not really healthy for them, but they're doing it because they're probably trying to provide for their family while also having a very deep seated need and desire to be in a relationship with you, or at least to have some kind of sexual relationship with you. Like, I feel like this person probably sent you a lot of mixed signals, where they, you know, were texting you and calling you, and they may not have even been being honest about the fact that they are in a relationship, or maybe they were, but you guys could feel that there was a very intense relationship going on. And just overall, it's like this person has this deep desire to be with you and is incredibly attracted to you, but just seems like they're stuck in a relationship that might be, you know, oh my goodness, with the codependency and the lack of direction, this reading is really starting to pull together for me. It's like I'm very much seeing someone in a relationship with someone else that is very codependent, and they can't get out of it because maybe their finances are literally tied together, and the lifestyle that they have with this person would be better than if they were to go out on their own, but they desire and want to be with you. This is crazy. Okay, group number one, like, in the comments, please tell me what's going on with this reading because I need to know. I'm very curious. But yeah, just based off of what I have, that's kind of what I'm seeing. But just someone who is just really focused on money and material things, probably in a relationship with someone else who is also incredibly materialistic. I'm not going to say that this person is a good person that you should be with, because to be honest, if you are desiring someone at the level that someone is desiring you in this reading, I wouldn't, while being in a relationship with someone else, I don't know if this would be the healthiest or best type of relationship for you to be in, because this person would have to cut ties with the person that they're with in order to be with you, unless you guys have some kind of open or polyamorous agreement. But for most people, this just wouldn't be right or good. So I would be a little weary about this person, just because they might be telling you how much they desire you, how much they want you, and how attracted they are to you, but that does not mean that they're willing to leave their partner, and they might even just ghost you just because they can't deal with the conflict of actually having a real conversation with you. I'm gonna pull out just a few more cards just to kind of get a little bit more details and close out this reading about some outcome. Like, are they going to be reaching out? You know, what's going to happen next? What, you know, any other kind of details or information? We have Mars action, so I definitely think they're going to be reaching out for you and having some kind of conversation with you soon. We have Scorpio, also ruled by Mars, and Cancer. Okay. I think this person is definitely going to reach out to you. Mars is about action. Mars is about moving forward and always, always, always going forward. More to the point, we also have Scorpio, which in a traditional astrology is ruled by Mars. This person could be a Scorpio or have Cancer placements. This Scorpio also talks about obsession, intensity, carnal desire, primal desire, just being so attracted to someone and may not even know why you're attracted to this person. I really feel like this person's going to be moving forward to talk to you in some kind of way. We also have Cancer, which is about sympathy and nostalgia and receptivity. So you could be a Cancer, or they could have Cancer placements or Scorpio placements, giving me very heavy water sign energy here. I do think that this person will be reaching out to you. They may even reach out to you with a bit of a sob story. I'm not going to lie. They might reach out to you and be like, oh my god, my other partner is just so mean to me. They're treating me so bad, and try to like prey on your feelings in order to get a reaction out of you, to almost make you feel bad about them with their kind of sob story. And just, you know, this is someone who is not going to stop pursuing you even if they are silent now. But I would just be careful, because I don't know if this person has the best intentions at heart, and unless they are willing to leave that other relationship, I don't know if they would be a good fit. Okay, so that's what I have for you, group number 1. This reading got so intense. Like, please let me know what's going on in the comments, because it was just really, really interesting and fun for me to do, to find out all this tea, because this is pretty interesting. Remember to be kind to yourself, remember to be kind to others, and if you can do me a favor and like this video and leave a little comment, even if it's an emoji, it would help me so much. And if you're new, subscribe. I do videos every single week. Okay, bye bye now. Hello, group number 2. This is the why they are silent or why they ghosted pick a card reading. So if you pick group number 2, this is your group. This is going to be kind of my first impressions on the situation, and we have the Lynx card, which is about keeping secrets. So right off the bat, I do feel like one of the biggest motivators as to why this person isn't talking to you right now is because they're hiding something from you that they don't want you to know. Whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to pull more cards to get a little bit more details about that. But they are definitely not necessarily telling you the truth, or they might just be leaving something out because they might be afraid of your reaction. We also have the 9 of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. So this person could be keeping a secret about something that's actually kind of a good thing, maybe for them. They could have gotten back together with someone or gotten a job that's taking them far away. It's like, it's good news, but I'm also getting a sense that it might be bittersweet news. Like, this person isn't talking to you because they know that they're moving away, or they know they're moving forward in their life and they can't take you with them. And because of that, they might be kind of just not saying anything, which isn't right, but they might be a little afraid to really say anything to you about it, or afraid of your reaction. So that could be a huge motivator as to why this person isn't saying anything to you right now. The 9 of Cups is also about bringing things in and manifesting things. So they also could be secretly trying to surprise you in some way, shape, or form, which is also why they are not talking to you right now. Doesn't always have to be a bad thing. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out some tarot cards and get a little bit more of an understanding of what's going on in this dynamic with this person. Okay. The 2 of Coins. Okay, so we have a few different cards here. So we have the 2 of Coins in reverse, which is about not having a very good plan for the things that you're trying to do and just doing things very poorly. And this person might be performing very poorly in their life right now because they're incredibly overwhelmed and overworked. I can see that this person is trying to manifest things and trying to bring things in, good things into their life with the Three of Wands, which is also about having a plan and moving forward. But maybe the way that they're going about things just isn't the best way to be doing it. And because of that, their actions are kind of being seen in a almost negative light. It's like they may have only needed a break of some sort to be able to have a better understanding of what's going on in their own life. They may have needed some time away from you and from other people, but instead of just saying that and saying it in a very clear way and asking for space, they're just doing it in a way that's just not good for either you or them. We also have the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Cups upright is all about just not having clarity, having your head in the clouds. In reverse, this is about being able to finally focus in on what you want and make a decision. So I honestly think that this person doesn't have any bad intentions towards you, but rather they're just busy. I think this person is working on something and it's really, really big and important to them, especially something that has to do with either their career or college or moving away, but they just don't want to tell you about it yet. I'm also getting the feeling that most likely this person will be talking to you again. I don't think that they're going to be silent with you forever. I just think that this person just has bad communication skills and doesn't exactly know what is kind of going on. And because they don't have all the answers, it's like almost like, I don't want to tell you things if I don't really know the answers. I don't want to tell you stuff if I don't even know what's going on yet. What if I do get this opportunity or what if I don't get this opportunity and I'm all excited about it and I tell people and it ends up being something that I can't even do? I'm kind of getting that vibe from this person. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the emotions deck to see how they're feeling towards you specifically. Okay. So we have wise, envy, and irresponsible. So the vibe that I'm getting from this person is that I think they look up to you in a lot of ways. I think this person looks at your life and sees that you have your life together and is actually kind of jealous of that. I think they might be jealous of your job, your relationship, or something that's just going really, really, really well in your life, and they find you to be a very wise person and someone that they can usually rely on for advice. But I think you've kind of gotten sick of their crap and you've called them out for being irresponsible, for making bad decisions, for doing things that make their life worse. And they almost, it's like I'm getting the message of like, if they can do it, why can't I get my stuff together? Why can't I figure it out? Why can't I be like this person? You know, it says every single day I feel worse about myself and my choices. And I think, again, this person is doing this kind of to themselves. I feel like in a lot of ways they are their worst enemy. And it's like they don't want to talk to you about some of the stuff that they're going through because they almost feel like you're going to be like, oh, you mean that thing I told you not to do? Oh, you mean that thing that's ridiculous and, you know, you shouldn't be doing in the first place? And, you know, I kind of get that vibe from this person. And I also get the vibe of this person that they've had a lot of chances with you to be in a better place. just in life in general, and they have not taken that chance. I feel like you've tried to help them a lot, but they just haven't taken that chance. They haven't really changed necessarily for the better, and they're a little embarrassed that they have to keep starting over. And though I do think they are in a better place, I almost see them kind of trying to like wait until they know that whatever they have going on is 100% like clear and definitely going to happen, and then they would tell you about it, because they kind of want your approval a little bit, and they want you to, you know, feel good about what they're doing, and they want you to be proud of them. And that's kind of why they're being a little silent. They want to make sure that everything is done and everything is good, and then they want to tell you. A lot of that coming from the fact that you are someone they look up to, but also to kind of prove you wrong and be like, I can do my dreams, you see? Even though in a lot of ways their decisions have been irresponsible and just not really good for you or them or anybody else. So it's a very complex dynamic that you and this person have, in my opinion. It's like a little bit of hero worship, a little bit of like, gives me mentor-y vibes in some ways. And like, I really feel like you help this person a lot, but they've just made some really silly decisions in their life, and they really don't want to disappoint you in any way. You're like almost intimidating to them. Okay, let's see a little bit more about the situation between you two. Okay, we have In My Zone, Tyrant, Grass is Greener, we got Sketchy. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel like this person has been scammed before. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I just feel like this person has definitely been scammed before, because they can be a little bit naive. So we have Sketchy. So I think that whatever opportunity that they have coming their way might be a little bit too good to be true. And I think this person deep down inside kind of knows that. Like, I feel like they kind of know that, but they're doing it anyway because they really want to prove that they are not like someone who makes irresponsible decisions. And ironically, because they're trying to prove that, they're making some irresponsible decisions. We also have In My Zone, so I do feel like this person is working hard, really just getting their stuff out there. They may even be in some kind of content creation or something that's very artsy. We also have a Tyrant. So they could be working with, or they might view you as someone who's kind of a bit of a tyrant. Doesn't mean that you actually are a tyrant, but perhaps like the way that you say things, it makes them feel like, oh man, I don't want to disappoint them. And then we also have the Grass Looks Greener, but it's never satisfies, which says to me, it's like they might have went, ooh, you know, this person probably did something that, you know, you just told them not to do because they wanted to prove you wrong, and like they kind of took a L for that, and it's almost like they don't want to tell you that. Like, it's like, you know, or they might have had some kind of grand opportunity that showed up, and you may have been like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, what about this? What about that? Like, are you sure? Because, and they probably were like, oh my God, you're never supportive of me. You never support me. You never give me, agree with me when I'm trying to do something. And it's probably just because you're trying to tell them the truth, because when you tell them the truth, that's probably your way of just trying to help them, but they might have saw it as tyrannical behavior. Or you just might be someone who is a little bit like, you know, forceful with people. You may not mean it, but you might be a little forceful with people, and because you're a little forceful, you kind of scared this person away a little bit. Which doesn't mean that you're a horrible or bad person, but the way that you say things to people may be offensive, and the way that you verbalize things might come off a little bit harsh. Like, you might be just kind of a blunt person, and that bluntness is something that this particular person can't handle, because I kind of think there's someone who's a little bit naive in some ways and a little bit just like happy, and they really see the best in things, and you might be the kind of person who's like, I know you want to see the best in things, but this doesn't make any sense and this doesn't seem like it's a good idea, so you probably shouldn't do it. I'm going to pull out a few more cards. We're going to see if this person is going to reach out to you in any way. Maybe what sign they are. Get a little bit more details, a little bit more information. Just to close out the reading, to get a little bit of closure in this situation. This is Ascendant. Here we go with that Saturn and that wisdom and that mentor-mentee relationship coming up. Aries. Okay, your person could be an Aries or you could be an Aries. We also have the Ascendant, the 5th house, and Saturn. So I feel like if this person's some kind of artist, I don't know if you guys had a romantic relationship, but the 5th house can also talk about having a romantic relationship. This might be more of a mentor-mentee kind of situation where they really look up to you because you might be further in your field than they are, but you had some kind of passionate relationship at some point. And then with the Ascendant, that's very much about who you are as a person. So I think this will be a learning experience for this person, but ultimately they will probably reach out to you again, specifically for advice. I feel like they're going to be like, I kind of messed this up. How do I fix this? Because I'm not really sure how I'm going to fix this. And they might come to you for some kind of advice. This person could be an Aries, which might be why they're so stubborn, or why they're so impulsive rather. They might have Aries placements in their chart where they just tend to jump the gun with things, even if they don't make sense and even if they don't feel right. And they might be a little argumentative in some ways. But I really see you as someone who's a bit of a mentor, or someone who taught them something, and someone that they really look up to. And if they do contact you again, it's probably going to be for some kind of advice. Whether you want to give that to them is up to you and that person. But they definitely probably will be coming back around to ask you your opinion about something. Alright, that's what I have for you, group number 2. Please do me a favor. If you like the video, please like, subscribe if you're new, and leave an emoji, a little small comment, anything. A little bit helps. I would really appreciate it. And if this resonated for you and you know who this is, please tell me in the comments. I read all the comments, so I'm very interested to know what's going on. Remember to be kind to yourself and to be kind to others, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, group number 3. This is your reading as to why this person went silent, why they ghosted you, why you guys are not in communication anymore. And we're going to start with just kind of a first impression thing. I have my tarot die, and I also have this animal card that's going to kind of explain what is going on. And as we go deeper and deeper into the reading, I will pull out more cards for extra details. All right, we have Goose. Okay, the first thing I want to think about this person is that reputation matters to them, and I always think about like birds of a feather flock together kind of thing, and it makes me think that this person really cares about what other people think, and that there might be an issue where the people that they are associating with do not approve of you in one way, shape, or form. We also have the Moon, which is about hidden secrets. It's about things not being revealed, not being clear and usually something being hidden from you. So this could be a gossiping situation. This could be like other people in their life or their family members just don't approve of you, don't approve of the relationship that you have with them. And so instead of having a real conversation with you, they've kind of went silent and they went quiet. And they've just been being incredibly distant. Just, you know, I also have the sense that this also could have to do with a lot of traveling as well. This person could travel a lot. This person could be going somewhere really, really far away, and that might be contributing to why they've been quiet. I don't know if you try to have some kind of long distance relationship with them, but maybe if you are having some kind of long distance relationship with this person, they may have became friends with other people who just don't approve of you in one way, shape, or form. And this person just might be a bit weak-willed and someone who really just doesn't necessarily want to fight for a relationship with you, which kind of sucks. But we shall see what else comes up in the reading. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a few tarot cards to get a little bit of a sense of what might be going on. Let's do a little grid shuffle here. Okay, this is interesting. So let's start here with the King of Wands in reverse. This talks about someone who is very passionate, and in reverse it kind of reminds me of when someone's playing a video game and they've decided to rage quit. This person, you and them maybe had some kind of tower moment. And honestly, this particular separation might be some divine protection, because with the tower being in reverse, it almost says to me that this could have been just way more catastrophic, and it ended up not, because this person just chose to walk away and not talk to you anymore. And this person definitely has a temper, and this is someone who might have struggled with anger and struggled with impulsiveness and struggled with being able to really control their emotions. And you guys have maybe gotten to a disagreement about you and their friends, their family, or those people who I just don't think approves of your relationship. And it's almost like this person's trying to take the shortcut way out. It's like, on the one hand, they are very, very impulsive and passionate, but not passionate enough to be able to stand up to the people that are not approving of you. And it's like they want the easy way out. They want everything to be easy. They want everything to be simple, even when it's not. We do have the Star here though, so that to me says that there is definitely some hope in this situation. You guys might have gotten into a very explosive type of fight where, you know, you blocked each other and you just weren't talking, and there might be a situation where you and this person might come back together in one way, shape, or form, especially if they've matured a little bit, and especially if they have been able to put those other people in their place and not let other people tell them who they can and cannot be with. This also could have happened a while ago. I think for you, group number 3, I get the sense that this particular disagreement may have happened a long time ago, and it's been silent, and this person has just popped back up in your life, and they were just kind of in a really bad tower moment. But there might be hope in the future that things are just not as intense or negative as they were before, and that's definitely a good thing. However, I wouldn't necessarily, unless this person really shows you that they have changed for the better in a very like action oriented way, because anybody can come up to you and say that they've changed for the better, and that's completely different than actually changing and actually doing good things. So if this person comes back to you and their actions don't mix with their words, I would say then you shouldn't talk to this person, because they could be someone who is just very angry and they can say some really hurtful things towards you, and I just don't think that that's something that you need to deal with, group number 3. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a few cards to get a little bit more details about the situation. We got always drunk. Oh my God. Fog. Should I do one more? I think I'm going to do one more. Power hungry. Okay. This is a very interesting. I just think this person's kind of a hot mess. Like, we got the always drunk card. We got materialistic. We also have this fog card, which just says someone can't see through the situation. And then we also have power hungry. I wouldn't be surprised if this person was dealing with someone in their life who was either toxic, either that or they're the toxic one, because we have power hungry. I also think that their family, their friends, and the people they surround themselves are very materialistic and only do things in a certain way. They might be also very traditional as well. And I wouldn't be surprised that this person might drink a lot just to kind of escape their family, which is not a good thing at all. But they might have some issues with substance abuse or or they just might be drinking way too much. And it really just causes them to be kind of a mean-spirited person. With the power hungry card, this really makes me think that either this person is just someone who really cares about their reputation and really, really, really doesn't want people to see them in a negative light, almost to the point of obsession, almost to the point where they almost do things that are negative that end up, of course, making them look horrible. Or they are dealing with people in their life that are incredibly power hungry, incredibly materialistic, and really traditional. And these people just want them to look a certain way, or be a certain way. And if you are not that, they're going to judge you. They're going to look at you sideways. They're going to look at you weird. I wouldn't even be surprised if like you're someone who just doesn't drink or participate in lots of substances and they are, and that somehow came between you. It's like, oh, you don't want to party all the time. You don't want to go to the bar and spend bunches of money all the time. And if you're the kind of person who would rather be at home reading a book, it's like they judge you for that. And they're like, why are you doing that? Why are you acting like that? I just think this person, the people they surround themselves with, are just not good people, and it definitely rubs off on them. You know, they've definitely also have a lot of built up anger and resentment towards these people, and also towards these people because they kind of might have broken you guys up or ruined you guys' relationship in one way, shape, or form, whether you were in a romantic relationship or whether you were friends. Let's see how this person feels towards you now. Got responsible. Bored. Okay, so this person really trusts you in a lot of ways, and their life has definitely been very boring without you. I think you challenge them in a lot of ways, and you make them, you know, think about their actions and think about things in a way that they just didn't before. We also have the responsible card, so I do feel like this person feels responsible for a lot of the ways that things went down between you. It's like this person feels like you were their responsibility and they just didn't do it right. Maybe you were supposed to introduce you to their friends, and the way that they did it just ruined things. I really get the sense that this person feels very bad about the way that they treated you. and they want to earn your trust back. And they also miss you because you really gave them a lots of fulfillment. You really made them feel good about themselves, and you really made them, like, they made their life a lot less boring. We also have I'm just really, really busy, and the working card, which to me says that this person may have seen you as someone who is a very hard worker, and they really admired that about you, and you kind of really reminded them to like get up off their butt and work and do the things that you need to do to be able to have a better life. And I think they're really missing that aspect in their life, and they're really feeling like they don't have that now because they're either with a bunch of people who where all they do is party, all they do is drink, all they do is go out to the next thing, and they're not really going anywhere in life. And because of that, it's like they're really feeling the fact that you're not here. With the board card too, I almost imagine that they might have thought you were a little bit boring in some ways because you don't like to go out all the time, because you're not the kind of person who wants to party all the time. And in some ways it's like, you know, they want to go out and do that, and you're like, well, I kind of want to save up my money and, you know, prepare for my future, which is not a bad thing at all. But it's almost like you kind of challenge them to live a healthier lifestyle, to be a better person than what they are. And that's something that, because that challenged them, it made them feel a little inferior. And it probably made their friends or family members also feel a little inferior. Like, you kind of made them feel like they were not, you know, doing the right thing in their life. And it kind of really, they kind of bristled at that a little bit. I'm gonna pull out my zodiac sign deck to see if I can get a zodiac sign for this person. Also see if this person is planning on contacting you anytime soon, if they're popping back up in your life. So with the third house, I do think they will be contacting you via either social media or through the phone very, very soon, because the third house is literally about communication and speech and your thoughts. So I do think they will be contacting you pretty soon. We have, I don't know why I thought this person was a Virgo, but we do have Virgo here. And this person is someone who's very methodical, very chatty. But I think a lot of people think that Virgos are the kind of people who are very boring, and don't do, you know, who are very practical. And a lot of the times, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, they can be quite chaotic in a lot of ways. You know, Virgo suns, maybe not so much, but if you've had any Virgo, any other Virgo placements other than Virgo sun, you might find that there's a little bit of chaos there. It's a mutable sign and ruled by Mercury. You know, mutable and ruled by Mercury. I mean, you got a recipe for a lot of chaos. See here, we have the second house. And then one last card, we have Neptune. So I can see this person definitely coming back into your life. They might even try to buy you something or purchase something for you or take you out in some kind of way, to take you out on a good time, on an experience. But we also have this Neptune card. So I don't know if they've actually changed, because when I think about Neptune, I do think about, you know, drinking, partying, having a good time, being in a different state of mind. And being in a different like mindset, usually because of some kind of substance. And so I don't know if this person has really changed much. They will try to make it up to you. They will try to make things better, and they will try to have a conversation with you. But at the end of the day, I don't think they've changed all that much. And overall, I think that they still have a little bit of growing to do. But I do think they will be trying to contact you and trying to make up for their behavior in the best way that they know how. And they will be trying to definitely flaunt their money and kind of make up things by buying you things or taking you out or showing you a really good time, I would definitely expect this person to contact you again soon. Okay, that's what I have for you, group number 3. Please give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you can drop an emoji in the comments, that would be awesome. It really helps me out. And also, if you want to tell me about who this person is, I read every comment, so please do. Anywho, remember to be kind to yourself and remember to be kind to others, and I will see you next time.